how are you?
Hi, I'm okay.
Well, our last session, we ended off with the art therapy where I had you draw yourself. How did that go for you? Any take-backs?
I think it actually went really well. I drew myself. It's over here. I have long hair, and I drew myself in this pretty outfit. And I put some lipstick on my lips and some eyeshadow and stuff. I look really beautiful in the
You
picture.
do, yes. And I purposely wanted to do that because I wanted to know where you were and how you saw yourself from the inside and out. So now on the inside, I want to know how you're doing. That is the purpose of this session. So I got feedback that you are going to a placement. I know we're at the Nassau County Juvenile Detention Center and you can only stay for a certain amount of time. But this placement is called Hope for Youth, and it gives you services where you might be able to get your daughter back, depending on how you cooperate. The thing about it is that you cannot run away this time. You have to go to school, and you have to get the services that they are giving you. Now, I know this may be difficult because you have a history of running away. And I've been working with you trying to get you to realize how valuable you are, regardless of your past, regardless of your mom and dad being put away in a rehab or in the prison system, and your daughter being taken away. I understand that there are a lot of things against you, but at the end of this, you are valuable. So, I want to get your honest opinion. Do you want to try this placement? And would you be acceptable to going to this placement and seeking all these services?
I don't know. I know I want my daughter back, and I know I want to make sure my siblings are okay, my little brother and my sister, I want to make sure they're okay, but I don't want to go and live with my grandfather. I have no friends here, so I don't know if I want to stay here. And, I'm not going to have any friends in this new place that you're telling me, and there's a lot of rules that I have to follow. So I don't know if I want to go there.
I've been listening to you for the past couple of sessions. The placement that we found for you has very minimum rules. You have your own room, you get to go to class at night, and you would actually be able to go to vocational school in the morning.
So really?
Yeah.
Oh, since doing all of this drawing, I've actually been thinking about fashion.
Very nice. Very nice. We're doing progress here.
Yeah.
I love our sessions. I really do.
Yes, I do. Miss A, I really love coming and talking to you.
I love it.
But, if I'm going to this new placement, does that mean I can't see you?
Well, fortunately, there are so many other good social workers out there that you'll be able to sit in and meet other social workers just like myself. And these social workers are trained.
But they're not you.
But they're not me.
See, that's, I don't want to go. I have no friends here. And I told you about not wanting to go to my grandfather, but I do want my daughter and I want to check on my siblings. But now if you're telling me that I can't see you, why should I go?
Understandable. There's one thing I always like to leave with the youth that come in and out of the detention center, and I would love to give you that before you leave. I want you to understand that there are going to be points in your life you're going to meet people along the way that are going to help you.
Like
me. And those people, just because you don't see them, that doesn't mean that they don't care about you. It just means you need to take one or two things from that person, learn from it, and move on and grow as a person, as a beautiful young woman that you are. And so within our notebook, your journaling and your art that you write in your notebook, I want to write something in there for you. And anytime you get into a difficult situation, I want you to look at that and always remember I am there in spirit.
Right.
So, do you want to try it?
I don't know. I just, all I can think about is getting to this new place, and I know you're telling me that I can go and get some training, and I know I want to get my GED, and I'm definitely going to be able to do that, but it's a new place, and I'm used to this place, but I definitely don't want to stay here. I don't want to go to a new place and not do well. I'm doing well now, and seeing you, I'm doing well, but I don't know if I'm going to do well. And I get really nervous. Sometimes after our sessions, I'm nervous because we talk about this, and I don't want to go. But I know, like we've been talking about, it's the best choice, and I can't stay here, and I know that. I don't like this feeling.
That feeling, you only get it when that feeling of feeling anxious, nervous. When do you feel that feeling? When is it?
I feel it when I have to make like a choice that I've never made in the past. I know the choices that I made, and some are good and some aren't so good, and it's okay. But I don't want to make a bad choice when I'm really trying, to do good. And I've already chose to get my GED, and the drawing. I want to do fashion, so I've chosen that, and I've chosen that I want my daughter back because she's still really little. She's 2, and I'm her mother, and I need to be with her. But this is like a big choice, and I don't want to make the choice. I get nervous.
What I'm hearing you say is that you are progressing. That's what I hear. I hear that when you're nervous and you make those decisions, it could either mean that you're doing something good or you're doing something bad. And in my opinion, I think that's a good feeling. Being anxious doesn't mean, or being nervous doesn't necessarily mean bad. Moving up, doing great in life, it's scary. It's very uncomfortable. But to get to that comfort zone, that comfort spot in your life, you need to be uncomfortable for a short period of time. And I think that you should stick with this feeling. If it ever gets really bad, where you want to cry, you want to walk away, do so for that moment. But don't run away anymore, because you are heading into a direction where people are helping you, and the services that are meeting your necessary basic needs need to be met for you to go out into this life and thrive and get your daughter back. Right. And I believe that you are on the right path.
Right.
And that feeling is absolutely beautiful. Hold on to that feeling, because it's going to take you far.
So you want me to be uncomfortable?
For a little bit.
Okay.
Yes.
I know I was uncomfortable with some of my past that we talked about. I don't want that same feeling. I like things very the same, and that's why I lived my life the same for so long. So do you think that going to this placement is the best choice?
I think it is. For right now, I do.
Is there a second option, or is it just this?
Well,
this one?
The second option is possibly going back to another placement that you consistently run from, and I think that there's a reason why you keep running from there. And I think a lot of your past is held in that facility, and the social workers are not beneficial there. But I think this place I personally chose, I visited, and I saw your room. I saw a place for you to have your security, your education, what they're going to feed you. I think you're going to be really good. I do. Only way to, find out is to try.
Right. And what if I go there? I know, I have ran in the past.
Well,
What?
one thing that I can do, whenever you have that urge to run away, I want you to call me. I can't visit you, and I may not be able to answer all the time, but I want you to know that you have support. If you can't get a hold of me, make sure you get in contact with the social worker, because we are here to help you be your best self. We're not here to judge you.
But when I run, I don't want to talk to anyone. I just
No, it's
I wanna
okay.
just go.
Just sit in silence. Sometimes
That's okay.
Sometimes that's the best tool. And like I said, that's uncomfortable, but
I don't know. Will I be able to see my daughter?
eventually, there's certain things you got to do to see your daughter.
Right, the rules.
The rules, the minimum rules.
All right. Well, how many more times do I get to see you?
Well, you leave next week.
Next week.
Yes, next week. So we'll meet 2 more times. Two more times.
Okay.
30 minutes each. We'll go over, some of the rules that you might be introduced to, and how you're going to have to understand that these rules are the things that you need to comply with. No more running. You're not running from yourself anymore. Physically, metaphorically, no more.
Okay.
So we will go over that next session, and then of course, our last session, I'll write a little note for you.
Okay. All
All right?
right.
Okay.
Thank you.
you.
See you next week.
All right, bye.
Bye. Okay.